Hey guys, welcome to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Chris. Today I'd like to go over the 5 trades I took this morning. 2 of them were losing trades, 3 of them were winning trades. I'd like to learn more from my losing trades, so we'll kind of focus on those more. But the first losing trade was just a bad trade altogether. Wasn't even according to my plan. The second losing trade, I did everything exactly according to plan, and it was still a loser, and that happens sometimes. So let's get into the trades and we'll talk about it. Okay, this was the first trade this morning, BYND. Pretty volatile name. This morning, it started selling off, and this is kind of what I look for in a lot of my other stock picks. So it was selling off. It came into a bunch of levels. They weren't levels that I had picked out, so I was kind of pushing this trade. I was looking for a trade because nothing had happened yet. Nothing had popped up on the scanner yet. So I traded this not according to plan. I had jumped in right at the 128.36 area and popped up. I was up like $70 or something like that, and then it came down and stops me out right below these candles here. So not a good way to start the morning. Down $232 on that trade. So the next trade was BA. BA, I had 2 trades in this today. So the first trade was right here. It came down right into a level I was watching. So right here, I took 2 positions on this. Yeah, this is kind of in the way, but I took 300 shares. Got in at the 182.42. This candle had came right into a level I was watching. So I had my order sitting right here for the break of this candle with the target of the moving average right up here. And this trade worked out perfect. Come up here, I sold at 182.81, which was about 15 cents from the top. That trade there, I believe, was that was like a right around $100 trade, somewhere around there. And then the second trade on this one was it came down into that same level. Typically, after it touches it a second time, it'll normally break through and come back down to the next level. But if they don't, then in this case, I put an order right here. I say, if this doesn't break and continue to drop, then that's showing a sign of strength, which means it's going to come up past my previous resistance and go up past it. So the next resistance I had marked out was the VWAP. So I had an order sitting right here, 182.61. I'd only took 150 shares on this one. I didn't want to give back any of my profits from the previous trade. And I held this up to right up to the VWAP according to plan. Sold right up there at the top. Let's see, 184.25 is what I sold. So it was just shy of the VWAP. Actually, it started to it hit the VWAP and started to come back down. So I was really happy with that trade. That was actually the last trade of the day. I didn't take these in order. I think there was another trade in between there, but that's the trade that got me green for the day after being down. But the other trade I took this morning was Caterpillar. This was a losing trade. This trade was taken exactly according to plan. And according to the candles here, it worked out, but it had some weird price action that stops me out of the trade. So as you can see, this big sell-off candle, it came right into a level here that I had marked out previously. But when this actually popped up on the scanner, so I didn't get a chance to get my order right in here in time. So I placed my order at the break of this candle with the target of one of the two moving averages. So it filled. I was up just a little bit really quick, and then I'd put my stop loss at the bottom of these candles right here. Had the stop order waiting, and it started going sideways. I could kind of tell it wasn't really wanting to do what it's supposed to do, but I just stuck with it. It come down, tagged me out. It was a losing trade of $94. But then you can see it after it tagged me out, it come right back up and came up close to the moving average. But this price action just wasn't in our favor today. So I did everything I was supposed to do, and it was a losing trade, and that happens. That's the first time that's happened in a while. I'm still sitting at 84% accuracy for the month. I believe I'm like 15 for 19 trades. I believe is where I'm sitting at right now. But so that was Caterpillar. That was the second losing trade. So the last trade was NVDA. Kind of traded a lot this morning. This is more than I normally do. I was trying to get back to green territory from having a good sized loser right out of the gate. So this trade here, I was a little. This is a good trade here. It came right into a level here. I missed this trade, but I continue watching it because there's usually a secondary trade if it does a double bottom like it did in this case. So it came into the level. It popped up. This is normally where I'd like to take the trade, this first move right here after it bounces off that level. But it came back down into that level. And once again, if it doesn't break and continue going, if it shows support there off that double bottom at that same level, then a lot of times you get that move back up. So that's what I did in this case. I saw this come back down. This candle stayed there. I was like, if it breaks this candle, it's going to want to go right back up into those moving averages, possibly further. So this 410.49 area is where I had an order sitting. It filled me at 410.58, 200 shares, and I sold it at the 411.33. So it was right up in this area, really close to that moving average. That gave me a $148 trade. So that's the overall review of this morning's trades. Kind of overtraded. Had a couple losers in there. Was able to make it back. Stuck to my rules after I had that losing trade, and it worked. Got me back to green territory, and that creates. I'm 11 days in a row green still. Had one trade yesterday. It was a green trade. I think it was $245 or something like that. So doing really good this week. Haven't had a red day this month. So hope you guys found some value in this. Maybe you can use this in your trading. Take bits and pieces to your advantage. If this is the type of trading that you like, feel free to subscribe. Hit the like button. Shoot me a comment. Always enjoy talking about this stuff. And hope you guys had a good Wednesday. And we will see you tomorrow.